Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village nestled between mountains and a flowing river, there lived a young woman named Yumi. She had always dreamed of living a life of abundance, filled with prosperity and joy. However, the village she lived in was modest, and most of the people there, including her family, believed that wealth was hard to come by. The idea that money was scarce was ingrained in their minds. Despite this, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was destined for something more. She believed in her heart that abundance was possible, even for someone from her humble background. One evening, while sitting by the river and watching the sun set over the mountains, Yumi decided that she would change her life. She would manifest the wealth she desired. She began by cultivating a positive mindset. Each morning, she would remind herself that the world was full of opportunities and that wealth flowed all around her, waiting for her to tap into it. She started seeing abundance everywhere, in the fertile soil of the fields, in the fruits that grew on the trees, and in the river that never stopped flowing. Next, Yumi practiced visualization. She would close her eyes and imagine herself living in a beautiful home, with a garden full of flowers and enough wealth to provide for her family and the entire village. She could feel the warmth of the sun on her skin and hear the laughter of her loved ones. She let herself fully experience the emotions of having already achieved her dream. She also practiced gratitude every day. She was thankful for the roof over her head, the food on her plate, and the love of her family. She even thanked the universe in advance for the wealth that was on its way to her. She understood that gratitude was a powerful force that could attract even more blessings into her life. To keep herself focused, Yumi used affirmations. Every day, she would say to herself, "Money flows easily and freely into my life. I am a magnet for abundance." She repeated these words with conviction, slowly but surely reprogramming her subconscious mind to believe in her own worthiness of wealth. She also set clear financial goals. She wrote down exactly how much money she wanted to manifest and what she would do with it. She envisioned herself using the money to improve the village, helping others build better homes, and creating a school where the children could learn and grow. She knew that having a clear purpose for the money would make her manifestation even more powerful. But she didn't just sit back and wait for wealth to appear. She understood that part of manifesting her desires meant taking inspired action. She began to work on ideas that could bring her the wealth she sought. She started crafting beautiful pottery and selling it to travelers passing through the village. She also learned new skills like herbal medicine, which she used to help heal others in exchange for payment. Opportunities began to present themselves, and she was ready to seize them. Along the way, Yumi had to face her fears and doubts. There were moments when she questioned whether her dreams were too big for a simple village girl like herself. But she reminded herself to let go of fear and doubt. Every time a limiting belief surfaced, she would replace it with thoughts of possibility. Instead of saying, "I can't afford this," she would ask, "How can I make this happen?" With this shift in perspective, the obstacles she once feared began to dissolve. Over time, her efforts paid off. Her pottery became sought after by merchants in faraway cities, and her herbal remedies brought her great respect and income. She was able to build the home of her dreams, and her wealth continued to grow. But what made her heart truly swell with joy was the fact that she was able to uplift her entire village. With her newfound wealth, she funded projects that brought prosperity to everyone around her. The school she dreamed of was built, and the children in her village now had the opportunity to learn and dream just as she had. In the end, she understood that manifesting wealth was not just about money. It was about believing in herself, taking inspired action, and being open to the endless possibilities that the universe offered. She realized that abundance was all around her, waiting for her to claim it. And as she sat by the river, watching the sunset once again, she smiled, knowing that she had created the life she had always imagined. And so, Yumi's story became a legend in the village, inspiring generations to come to believe in their own power to manifest their dreams.